Hey, what's up YouTubers? It's Casual706 here with another Transformers unboxing. Today I have Toys R Us exclusive Masterpiece Sunstorm MP05. The box is a typical Masterpiece box. It's got the indented, or actually the raised out character, so it kind of feels like Braille. You can feel the Masterpiece. The writing here, the Chinese writing, I guess it'd be, is kind of embossed, poked out. And the Decepticon symbol is kind of poked out of the box here. He's got a bio on the side. The bio reads, "Fly too close to the sun and you'll get burned. Get too close to Sunstorm and you'll be dissolved into a puddle of liquid scrap. The maniacal warrior's radiation-emitting armor has the ability to melt the metal of nearby bots, disabling their circuits and scrambling their brain modules in the process. Some might say that this is a quirk of science, a glitch that triggered a reaction when Sunstorm was forged. Sunstorm himself would say that it's something more, a gift from a higher power that he must use on those who deserve to feel his wrath. That might be a little much, but do you really want to argue with him?" So, I'm going to go ahead and get to unboxing this guy. There's going to be a little piece of tape on the side. Alright, there we go. Now we have access to the box. So we'll slide it open here and pull him out. Whoops, that's upside down. Alright, so this is what you get with the packaging. You see he's got his stand down here. Here's the jet himself. He's got some missiles here. The wing guns are actually attached to his wings. And of course you get your instruction manual. I've actually got 5 or 6 different variations of these Masterpiece jets, so I may or may not need the instruction booklet. I've gotten every one of the Masterpiece versions that's been available, basically. So, let's see here, there's probably some tape. Yep. A little piece of tape right here to pull off. And that will give me access to the inner toy. So as I mentioned, he comes with a little jet fighter that's in a bag. I'm not going to open that up. He comes with a stand here that says Sunstorm on the front of it. All the jets come with one so that you can post them up. You can put them on the stand, post them up in jet mode or robot mode. I never use these things. I always just throw them off into a box off to the side. So I'm going to do that right now. Put it off to the side. And of course he comes with the missiles. Those attached to the bottom of his jets or to the side of his arms, whichever you would choose. And here is the actual airplane. Now the airplane has like a brighter shade of yellow fire prints on it, and then he's got some gold areas on him right there, gold on the guns and whatnot. So looks just like all the other jets. Originally I wasn't going to get this guy, but then the more I thought about it, if I didn't go ahead and pick him up for 80 bucks right now, I would have ended up spending $200 later. So I figured I'd go ahead and save myself a headache in the future. I went ahead and bought him right now. So there's a couple of rubber bands that are going to be on the back wing tips here. These are probably going to pop off a lot during transformations and whatnot, but it'll be okay. So I'm going to go ahead and put this plastic out of the way, and I'm going to go ahead and start transforming him. Alright, well, you can pull the leg section out first. The little tab right on the back here by the jet booster is how you're going to pull that up to access his little foot panel. And then the jet thrusters themselves, they're like on a pivot that's going to help you to be able to move them around to stand the character up. So that's one of the first things we do is go ahead and get those flipped out and then close the panels back up. Then we're going to On the back here, be really careful. But we're going to kind of cock them out. We're going to cock the wings out to the side here. Oh. So you have to kind of wiggle it because there's a tab here. There we go. You'll have to detach the guns from the wings, otherwise you're not going to be able to move the wings out of the way. So we'll just pop them off of the tabs right here, push them up out of the way. Then you'll be able to cock his wing kind of sideways there. Alright, now on the back of the jet, this is going to lift. You'll have to mess around with it a bit. There we go. So you kind of push that up out of the way because you're going to need to get all into there. Alright, so at this point we'll flip him around. So his arms will flip out. I think I'm going to go ahead and detach these cannons. They're just on ball point, little ball pivots. So you can snap them off there and get them out of the way because they're just going to be in the way during the transformation. So I'll flip his arms out to the side. Then I'm going to flip his hands out here. Arm out to the side. And turn that. You have to turn the hand, the elbow, rather. And pull the hands down. Alright, so there we've got him there. Now these front panels are going to flip down. Those are also going to be, those are his feet, rather. So you'll be able to stand them up there. Then you can move the jets around and make that happen. Let's see. Alright. Now this is going to separate. The little white piece in the center here is going to separate, and it's going to separate and push off to the side and down. So some of this stuff is easier said than done, but be extremely careful with your toy. These masterpieces are fragile. So you have to get these loose and do some serious pivoting to get them down there. Alright, so we get it down to we get these pieces down to his waist section here. And then, so we're starting to get him into robot mode. So yeah, I always have trouble with the head. So so the way I do it, I usually pop the head off. It's easier to get it around. Pop the head off, flip the canopy down, and then on the back side, that'll just hang out the back there kinda. Now, since I've got the canopy flipped over, I'll pop his head back on. That is not the right way to do this, but that's usually how I deal with the Seekers. I pop the head off to get it to work. So basically he's almost done here. We'll go ahead and push the canopy section down. Make sure his arms and everything are out of the way. Alright, we'll push it on down like that. And then these jets will flip over to the front. Then the wings, since they're cocked out, we'll flip them over like that. Oh, those pop off too. Don't be alarmed though unless you break the part that it latches onto. Then there's some tabs on the back of the guy here. I don't see anything that grabs it. Alright, oh well. So, and then these wing tips, you fold those back because you won't need those in robot mode. And I'll put his wings, we'll fold those back here. And now that he's in robot mode, we'll go ahead and get his guns back on the side here. So it'll actually pop over like that. These things pop off like crazy. I've got the same problem with my Masterpiece Starscream. The damn wings keep popping off of it. So, there we go. Took out that thing. Alright. So he does, let me get that other missile on, or his other gun on his arm here. So it's going to be facing down. Pop it on there. There we go. Alright. So, this is, oh, and we can take the missiles here and put them on his back so that we don't lose those. They're going to face down because there's a tab that it snaps into, a tab and a little circle piece. And we'll straighten up the back to make his weight a little more balanced. These will stand up perfectly. There we go. So here is Masterpiece Sunstorm. Now, Masterpiece Sunstorm, of course he has his arm articulation. He's got an elbow joint. He has kind of a mitt for a hand. He can point his pointer finger though. He has a pointer finger and a thumb on both of his hands. I like to have them pointing like they're pointing at stuff because I got these guys all over my computer area. He's got the swivel gun that you can kind of move around to pose. The head moves around up and down, side to side. He has hip joints. He has knee joints. They're a little stiff, so you can pull off you can pull off some poses with this guy. He's a little heavy though with all the wings and all the stuff going on, so you may have a little difficulty getting him posed the way you want to. So that's Masterpiece Sunstorm. So this has been another Transformers unboxing review of Masterpiece Sunstorm. Be sure and stay tuned for more Transformer unboxing. I've probably got another 50 or 60 toys that have been in boxes I've been receiving as gifts for services and just for general gifts since the holidays. I just hadn't had a chance to open them all. So I got a little breather in my weekend, figured I'd open up one, get him up on the shelf. So you guys be sure to stay tuned, rate, comment, and subscribe, and I appreciate the view. I'm out.